Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining. I briefly wanted to talk about magic find percentage. Now, the community as a whole looks at magic find percentage as the attribute that increases the chance of crafting better gear. And just based on my experience, you can see a difference when crafting your gear. And I'll just show you, this is the current gear I'm rocking. And I have magic find percentage on all my gear, and when I craft something, it typically comes out orange or better, which means that it has multiple magic properties on it, not just 0, 1, or 2. It has, several lines of magic properties. So magic find percentage, it's a passive stat that goes on your gear. As you can see there, magic find percentage 47. 33, and so on and so forth. And then furthermore, once you unlock mastery rank 12, you can unlock an amulet called Rabbit's Foot that gives you 80 to 100% magic find percentage. Now, I'm not just talking about magic find percentage in regards to crafting gear. I believe, based off of my experience with this game, that the more magic find percentage you have, the better loot you get out of chests and mobs. Because I think the way that the game works, and this is a hypothesis based with a little bit of evidence of it just kind of working out this way, is that when you look inside of a chest or the body of a mob, for whoever looks in it for the first time, their magic find percentage determines what's going to be inside either the treasure chest or the mob. Right now, by the way, I'm looking for a unicorn to demonstrate the magic find percentage. And so I think that's how it works. And I think it's the same way with crafting gear. I don't think it matters who crafts the gear. I think it matters who looks into the bag. But I wouldn't risk it. I would say have your magic find percentage gear on when you craft. But just based off of the way that I think it works, I don't believe that it's the actual crafting. It's the first person to look into the loot. And I'm trying to find a unicorn. Let me fly over here, see if I can find one. Or let me land real quick. Sometimes when you land, mobs will pop in. I'm using a unicorn as an example because they drop a resource called unicorn blood. It's used in higher level crafting, and it's a rare drop rate. You'd think if you kill a unicorn, you would get unicorn blood every time it gets killed, but that's not the case. It's an epic drop, so it doesn't drop as frequently as you think. And let me fly to where the other place where I usually farm unicorns, which is up here on this mountain. I'm just looking down while we fly by to see if any are here. All right, let me continue. So, and what I think that means, and again, this is a hypothesis based on evidence that I've gathered just from my experience. So, let's say that you're farming camps with a friend. I think the person who has the high magic find percentage should be the one looking in the treasure chests, the one looking in the mobs when you're looting the bodies. I think that's who you want to be the one looting, because I don't think it matters who kills it. I think it's who looks inside the loot first. And of course, because I'm recording, we're not finding any unicorns. Usually they spawn like right here, right around this area. We'll try to loop around one more time to the other island where I farm. Maybe because I went in and out of render distance, maybe one will spawn. One more loop. But yeah, I've had some pretty good success with it, and I've seen, now that I have really what I consider high-ish, oh, excuse me, I have the hiccups. What I consider high-ish magic find percentage, I believe that that's why I'm getting so much RNG in my favor in regards to unicorn blood. And it's like I'm able to farm the unicorn blood a lot faster because I have to kill less unicorns to get the blood. And every once in a while I'll still just get bones and dark essence, but almost every single time I'm getting blood now. So let me fly over here. And so I think that is the same case like if you were farming sickly hearts from abominations. I think that it would increase that, and I'm going to test it later because I need sickly hearts. I'm going to hop off my mount and fly a broom. Oh, by the way, I crafted the blue team broom. You may see it under the brooms. I think it's a mastery rank 5. That thing on official is so fast. It is crazy fast, and it has a magic or a flight cost reduction buff on it. But even then, it still drains a lot of mana. But it's like, wow, I would love to kind of race somebody on it. And on the server we're playing on, someone did set up like a little Quidditch arena near one of the starting areas. And so, you know, it's got the score cards and it's got the ball to, you know, you could fly, anyone can fly by and grab the ball and throw it into the goal. It's really neat. And the blue and red team brooms are insanely fast compared to pretty much any other flying device I've used in this game. And I don't know if it's faster than the Phoenix, just because, you know, when you're on the Phoenix, like, okay, I'm on the Phoenix, right? You see where my character is? Now that I log off, I'm a lot closer, or I hop off, I'm a lot closer. The camera's closer. So even though it may seem faster because of its perception, I'm not sure. Because when your camera's zoomed out, the foreground and the background move at a different speed relative to where your camera is, so it's not accurate to really gauge that. That's why when you fly the Infernal Dragon, it seems like it's really slow, even though it's technically faster than the other dragons. But it's because it's so big that the foreground versus the background doesn't move as fast. But all right, well, it looks like I'm not going to be able to show the, you know, killing a unicorn, but, you know, just take my advice. It doesn't hurt to have this magic find percentage. The higher gear you craft, the more often you'll find it. And when you craft gear, make sure that you craft and collect the gear. Make sure you have your gear on with magic find percentage. And let's say you craft a higher piece of gear that doesn't have magic find percentage, but it has better armor. It's got, you know, better passive stats. Still keep your magic find percentage gear handy. We actually keep ours in a chest, so that if that does happen where you get combat stats and you don't get that magic find percentage, you can still put on that piece of gear when you're crafting and collecting different loot. And what I'll do is we'll just do a quick scan over here, and if nothing pops up, then we'll just go ahead and end the video. But in the meantime, please subscribe. I hope this video was helpful for folks wondering what magic find percentage is. And if you have any questions, just ask in the comments below. Again, I'm not a developer. I don't communicate with the developer team except through maybe Discord. But I haven't. It's possible it's been posted by the dev team on Discord. I just haven't seen it. But yeah, there's no unicorn. But typically, if you're in this area, they'll spawn like right around here, either on this side or by that rune gem. Chords for this: north 1.17, east 5.77. All right, my friends. Until next time, thanks for watching.